I think it's an incredible contrast that on Wednesday, extreme MAGA Republicans in the House defend, coddle, and continue to play footsie with serial fraudster George Santos. And on Thursday, they want to impeach the President of the United States of America, the FBI director who was appointed by a Republican president, and the Homeland Security Secretary. And who is the face of this effort? Marjorie Taylor Greene. House Republicans have increasingly become the party of Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and George Santos. That is a very sad state of affairs.
That was the leader of the Democratic Party in the House of Representatives, Congressmember Hakeem Jeffries, just stating facts. I want to compare what Hakeem Jeffries just stated there, how the MAGA Republican Party is supporting George Santos and attacking law enforcement, attacking the FBI, attacking law and order. Let's compare that to the leader of the MAGA Republican Party in the House of Representatives. This is Kevin McCarthy at his press conference that he held this week. Watch as the Republicans groan when a reporter asked Kevin McCarthy if he's open to considering a tax increase on the wealthy. Play this clip.
Are you open to considering a tax increase on the wealthy in exchange? No.
Did you listen? Were you here earlier? No, I'm not being a jerk. But have you read the CBO numbers or anything? Yes. Okay, so on a 50-year average, we normally bring in 17% of GDP. We're bringing in 20%. You know how many times in history we've done that? Twice. 1944 and 2000. So if we're bringing in normally 17, we're bringing in 20, that means we're bringing in more money than any time in American history. But what we're spending, for the last 21 years, we spent more money than we brought in. But instead of only spending 21% of GDP like we normally did for the last 50 years, when the Democrats came in, they spent $6 trillion. Now, I don't know if you're an economic major or whatever, but if you study Morton Friedman, he would tell you the only place that inflation is created is government. So that $6 trillion brought us inflation. So what did that do? Your money goes less. You have less money to spend. It doesn't go as far.
By the way, doesn't it seem like Kevin McCarthy's just saying a bunch of numbers? It could be 40, it could be 70, it could be 30, it could be 40, 25, 70, 80. Look, here are the facts that under the Trump administration, the deficit increased close to $8 trillion, and Donald Trump is responsible for 25% of all debt in the history of the United States. Under President Joe Biden, the deficit has decreased by almost $2 trillion. He could say all those numbers in the world and they could all laugh about the idea that billionaires should simply be taxed fairly at the same amount as hardworking Americans. But let's just focus on what the facts are. And so that was the MAGA Republican leader of the House of Representatives. Let me also show you this one. This is Jim Jordan during a press conference that he held this week where he was asked about the witnesses the Republicans were calling during their so-called weaponization hearing and the fact that they're all being paid by Trump-affiliated groups. Here, play this clip.
Talking a lot about, and the point of this press conference, the point of the hearing is to talk about how the FBI is politicized, but do you think it's appropriate for some of these whistleblowers, including two who will be at your hearing today, to be paid by one of the former president's closest advisors, Kash Patel, who's active?
They got a family. How are they supposed to feed their family? 450 days. The FBI has kept Mr. O'Boyle in limbo where he can't work without pay. He's got 4 kids. He was selected to come to this special unit they were forming here in Virginia. He moves his family, and the day he gets here, they say, hey, we're suspending your clearance. And they won't let him get access to his furniture, his clothes, and he's got a 2-week-old newborn child. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Of course they're gonna do whatever they can to feed their family, and I don't fault them for that.
And just one more thing.
I mean, it's just embarrassing, folks. And by the way, this is Marjorie Taylor Greene. another MAGA Republican leader at the press conference that she held. And here she talks about the FBI director, Christopher Wray. She claims he's a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. And then she says something about a laptop belonging to Seth Rich being confidential for 66 years. She's making up numbers. Play this clip.
Extremely concerning about what's happening. Also, it was just announced in the news sometime this week that the FBI, and I believe it's Christopher Wray himself, is asking a judge to keep a laptop by a DNC staffer. What was that guy's name? Trying to recall his name. Seth Rich. They're trying to hold that from the public for 66 years. Like, what is there to hide? These are the kinds of things that shouldn't happen. Christopher Wray does his job as the FBI director, where he puts the party, his party, the Democrat Party, above the country. And that's wrong. It should always be the country above any party. It should be the country first. And he swore an oath for that purpose to the country, not to any political party. And that is why he must be impeached. So I think there's a very strong case there for Christopher Wray.
Here's the problem that I have. Facts matter. The truth matters, okay?
You should know what that sound means already. That's the best kind of notification. That's the sound of another sale on Shopify, and the moment another business dream becomes a reality. See, Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Whether you're selling shirts or coffee or cosmetics, honestly, just about anything, Shopify simplifies selling online and in person so you can focus on successfully growing your business. Shopify covers every sales channel, from an in-person POS system to an all-in-one e-commerce platform. It even lets you sell across social media marketplaces like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Packed with industry-leading tools ready to ignite your growth, Shopify gives you complete control over your business and your brand without having to learn any new skills in design or code. And thanks to 24/7 help and an extensive business course library, Shopify is there to support your success every step of the way. Now, we use Shopify in the MeidasTouch merch store, and it's completely game-changed our business. Like, it allows us to easily manage our shop, view analytics, provide the best customer service, and streamline our entire online shopping experience from A to Z. We wouldn't be able to bring you all the great products that you know and love without Shopify, and honestly, we can't speak more highly enough about them. Now it's your turn to get serious about selling and try Shopify today. This is Possibility powered by Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Meidas, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Meidas to take your business to the next level today. Shopify.com/Meidas.
The FBI director, Christopher Wray, is not a Democrat. He's not a Democratic operative. He is a Republican. He is somebody who Donald Trump appointed, who Donald Trump praised when he appointed Christopher Wray. You don't believe me? Here is the tape of Donald Trump. Here's a flashback from 2017 when Donald Trump appointed Christopher Wray and had these wonderful things to say about him. Play the clip.
President Trump is just tweeting about the FBI director. Here's what he says. I will be nominating Christopher A. Wray, a man of impeccable credentials, to be the next director of the FBI. Details to follow.
So anytime somebody enforces the law, all of a sudden for MAGA Republicans, it's attack them. Attack Christopher Wray. Say that Christopher Wray's a rhino, or say that they're a Democrat and it's a cabal, and spread conspiracies and spread lies, versus just focusing on the reality. And the reality is exactly what Hakeem Jeffries said at the outset of the video, where Hakeem Jeffries said that the MAGA Republicans have now spent the week defending George Santos and attacking the FBI and praising January 6th insurrectionists. That's the reality, is that the MAGA Republicans are not a party of law and order. They are a party that supports the insurrection. They are a party that supports fascism. It is a cult of Donald Trump. And I always like showing this clip. I don't like showing it, but I think it is important to show how deranged the modern day Republican Party has become. This was a rally that Donald Trump held, and I want to show you this portion of it, where instead of saying, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, the first thing they did is said, put your hands over the heart for the singing of a song by the January 6th choir that they made with Donald Trump. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans made a song with the January 6th insurrectionists, and they play that at their events. Play this clip.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and place your hand over your heart for the #1 song on iTunes, Amazon, and the Billboard charts, Justice for All, featuring President Donald J. Trump and the J6 Choir.
I just want normalcy in our politics. I just want decency in our politics. I want intelligence in our politics. I don't want a political party like the MAGA Republicans who support George Santos, who cover for George Santos. I don't want a party of Lauren Boeberts and Marjorie Taylor Greens and Jim Jordans and Matt Gaetz, where every single day they talk about defund the FBI and defund the IRS and defund the VA and defund this and defund that. It is an anger machine. It is an outrage machine. They want to just talk about culture wars each and every day. So I start that video with Hakeem Jeffries because it is so vital that we remember what politics is really all about: compassion, intelligence, delivering results for the people, focusing on our democracy. That's what our politics should be. That's what our politics can be. And there isn't a both sides here, okay? There is one side right now in the Democratic Party that is focused on furthering and protecting our democracy, that's focused on jobs and education and healthcare and lowering prescription drug prices and veterans and our military and making sure a woman can control her body, and focused on equality and focused on putting forward productive proposals to address these issues. Now, do I agree with Democrats or President Biden on everything? No, but I do know that they are trying to come up with solutions to issues, and we should have disagreements. We should have debate. We should have discussion. And then on the other side, you've got MAGA Republicans. What do they talk about every single day? I don't know, whatever new outrage there is. They want to shoot up Budweiser cans or go after Miller Lite today, or focused on bathrooms and the pronouns make them angry, and woke this and woke. It's like, what are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? And then they hold these whole hearings where they bring in individuals who lost their security clearance from the FBI because they espouse views that are supportive of January 6th insurrectionists, and they portray them as heroes. It is utterly despicable what the modern day Republican Party has become. This is not the Republican Party of many, many decades. This is not a normal Republican Party, okay? This is not, they focus on small government. No, this is the Donald Trump Republican Party. It is a MAGA Republican Party, and it is a very, very, very deeply problematic thing that behavior is normalized, not here on the MeidasTouch Network. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your awesome support. Thank you so much for your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. patreon.com/MeidasTouch, and wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.